Alright, let's do it. Let's march on up there and we'll finish him off. So we're just taking the elevator, which is a big risk. If I've ever learned anything, take it. Oh, what the heck? Night house elevator key.
What's that?
You giving me...
Someone help me out!
Oh, God. Alright, they're all coming down.
Stay hidden forever.
Oh, what the hell? Heck. Just go away, will you? How did I get past them and then they found... Oh, do any of you have the key, particularly? No key. Ah, the key. Thank you. Worst assassin ever. Let's go! I'm assuming this is a good idea. Let's go! To the borough's lighthouse. We'll leave this pile of corpses behind us. We have 2 shots left. I guess one to take out one guy, one to take out the other guy, and one to take out another one. Unfortunately, I wasted one. Rescue Emily! I guess that's the mission. Enter the lighthouse. Are we not doing that? I thought that's what the elevator was for, to be honest. So yeah, there was an invisible wall, hence why I couldn't climb it. So you do actually have to take the elevator, which kind of sucks, but there you go. Right, Corval has arrived. Apparently no one wanted to check to see who was actually arriving on the elevator, which is an interesting take on things. God, the generic speech is kind of annoying. Like they only seem to have set phrases, and it's, oh god. What? I died before I hit the ground. You know what I mean. Like the fact that they repeat certain phrases because they don't have any others in their bank is kind of annoying. Let me take this guy out quickly, shall we? You seem to be what are you looking for, friend? We can just shove you off the edge, but we're not like that. This isn't Dark Messiah. I've never actually played that game. I always wanted to, but I never really did. Let's stick him in the lift and send him down. No. Let's just stick him in the lift. Trying to send him down won't work. They ain't got me nothing. They got a whole lot of nothing. Right, we're just gonna walk it. It's easy enough, I guess. Easy as pie. This guy. I don't want to waste any more freaking darts, so what's gonna happen? Oh, he's on the move. Good dude. Just turn around. I'll just turn my back just in case I have a smoke. Why would you do that? Why would you ever turn around and have a smoke? That's fine, whatever. I don't care. You choose. It's up to you, dude. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Alrighty. So apparently we're going to take every single guard out on this platform one by one. Dump them around. And holy crap, that was freaking violent. Corvo, look at his body. How is he not dead? Whatever. This guy's very, very flexible. He was a gymnast back in the day, you know? Before we made him unconscious. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how the bone charm allows you to knock people out quicker, but it does. Don't question it, I guess. Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. He's down. And we're actually inside. Is there an easy way up? I guess not. I guess we're walking in the straight way. The straight way? I'm not suggesting that there's a homo way and a less homo way, but I mean, there's no other way to it. That's the old overseer, isn't it? Okay, hang on. Who is that? Yeah, it's the old overseer. Okay, that's interesting. God, I hate that sound. There's only one way to go. We can only go upwards. That's a big risk for an assassin. A huge risk for an assassin.
Samuel, a useless old, hungry for purpose. Couldn't be with us tonight.
Stop it with the music.
We hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison. Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy, afraid. Always too sure that was the problem. Never hesitated. Too sure of what I wanted. Too sure of what I wanted to do when other men stopped to consider. Saw it as a weakness.
So where's Emily, dude?
For me just like he came for the others. Crossing the island below like it was nothing. It's only a question of how and when. I'm lacking a countermove. It's all falling apart. All the stuff that Willis made sense. When I was young, I went to sea. Took command of a ship and made aimless men into sailors. Made a collection of boats into a navy. Then founded a conspiracy and almost led an empire. No compromise. Never showed mercy. Never showed weakness. I showed the world what mattered. Will and vision. And not being afraid of getting dirty. And now, I'll lose it all to a man with a faster sword hand. Or is it that he has a slower sword hand? There's something wrong with the world. It'll make a good story for the history. I'll have a good epitaph. In his time, he commanded a noble lord, a high overseer, and an empress. The man who brought down a title. Admiral Hammond, son of the high ocean.
Hang on, are these two both dead? I have a feeling they are. Yeah, they're both dead. Okay then. Interesting. It's kind of, why did he kill them both? Weren't they his partners? Emily's there. How did he kill you? Well, that sucks. Overseer Martin and the Pendleton guy. They're both dead, I'm afraid. His guy looks more dead, like it was kind of obvious. I guess they overlived their uses too, or what? Or maybe he decided that was the easier way out because he thought I was going to come and kill him, which, I don't know. He obviously wasn't following my missions very well, but apparently that's what he thought. Apparently that gets blood on my store, which is interesting. Emily's room key, well, we do need that. He wasn't much of a, he didn't put up much of a fight, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Emily.
Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
Yeah, of course. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Is that the end of the game? That was easy to get to. Hostiles killed 0! Yes! I did get detected though. Success. Easy. We got like a third of the money as well. Is that the end? What?
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm.
What the hell? Corvo looks like the guy in Assassin's Creed. Ezio, not Ezio.
You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is, with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand.
That's a nice little ending, but I feel... Oh, Samuel's fine.
And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
What?
For all of the big and the small, well, the taller they stand, well, the harder they fall. We live for today,
What?
we die for the next.
What? You can't just... whatever, okay. Hopefully... Well, I don't know. If there's quite a few questions still to go, but I guess that leaves it open for a sequel. If Corvo's disappeared, then... Well, it'll be someone else then, but outsider powers seem to be fairly throw-aroundable. I mean, we already took down a guy that had lots of them. The Admiral seemed to have given up by the time I got there, which was interesting, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Yes. So, my thoughts on the game Dishonored. What did I actually think about it? Well, I enjoyed it, I really did, especially compared to like Killzone, which I just played, so I don't know, maybe it's a bad thing to compare it to, but I really did enjoy it. I thought it was good fun. I took it reasonably slowly, but it still only took me about, what, 29 episodes, 30 episodes, something like that, so that's what, 15 hours or so, which is about the general length for a game these days. It's kind of sad, really. Kind of like the 40-hour JRPGs that we used to have. But no, 15 hours for a game isn't too bad, I suppose. But you have to bear in mind that I went and collected every rune and did most of the side missions. So content-wise, I pretty much did everything. It's also important to know that I did the low chaos route, which is killing as little people as possible. Thus, you have to kind of wait a little bit longer. You buy your time a little bit more. So if you were to go kill everyone, I reckon you could finish this game in a good 5 hours if you were quick. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but definitely under half the time I took. So what does that mean for the game? Well, I guess it could be considered short, to be honest. I doubt a lot of people were going to be as patient as I was, and I know I wasn't perfect at all. I made so many mistakes, so yeah, maybe it could have been a bit longer, but there's nothing we can really do about that, I suppose. There is decent replay value though. I mean, I kind of want to go and play the game again on high chaos and just murder everyone, see how much easier it was to actually be, and find out the new ending. Of course, I could just go on YouTube and watch it, which I probably will end up doing, but I'm just saying there is replay value out there, I guess. There are some other things coming. Mechanics-wise, I thought it was quite fun. I mean, having the ability to teleport around is always going to be good fun, isn't it? And slowing time, all that rubbish, I think that's good. There weren't too many... Actually, I don't think there were any times where I felt the game was cheating me out of well, what I want to do, out of progression. I mean, I could jump around behind people, get close to them, take them out, easy peasy. There wasn't anything really to it, so I thought mechanics-wise it was pretty good. Like I was saying earlier, actually, the sound files are kind of lacking though. Those guys, the amount of times they were like, "Should we gather for cigars and whiskey tonight?" or wherever they were saying. They said that so many times in the game. I felt like there could be more diversity there, but you add more diversity and we still end up hearing the same sort of things again and again and again. There's not much you can do about that, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I thought the graphic style was quite fun. I quite liked it actually. It's quite a good choice of graphic style, and it was a choice. I don't feel like they purposely went for this kind of cartoonesque thing just because they thought, oh, the Xbox 360 can't handle it or whatever, because obviously this is a port of the PC version is a port of the other consoles, so yeah. So I felt like that was pretty good. What else? Story-wise, well, I mean, we already talked about the length, but how I don't know, I felt like the characters were kind of lacking. I mean, I liked Samuel, but then you got to know Samuel through the rides on the boat, but other than that, you don't really get to know any of their characters. I mean, yeah, and it was kind of obvious that they were going to freaking betray us. I mean, I predicted it long before it happened. I don't know, I had that feeling throughout the entire game, and so I guess they did a good job of distancing you from them, so that if you did want to go and kill them, it wouldn't feel so bad. But at the same time, I feel like it was kind of bad story writing if you can see the plot twist coming, don't you think? But yeah, the story wasn't bad. The characters weren't so fleshed out, but the story was okay, and it all seemed to fit together. I like the way the levels all fitted together. I'm not sure the second level should have been revisiting the first level, though. I think they could have come back to the first level again afterwards, or after a bit longer or something, rather than throwing you straight back in there. But there's not much to it. That was fine. So, anything else to talk about? Graphics we talked about, story we talked about, length we talked about, girth we... Okay, hang on. Am I talking about a game here? Maybe not. Anyway, I think that's pretty much about it, isn't it? So what would I give this game? Well, if you look on, well, most reviews seem to give it pretty high scores, up in the 9s, up in the 10s, and I would have to agree with that. I would give this game a decently high score, maybe a 9, maybe between an 8.5 and a 9.5, somewhere between there, which would be 9, so I guess we'd give it a 9 out of 10. It was very fun. It's a bit of a shame it's a bit short, and characters don't feel that great, but other than that, I mean, it's great fun. It is good fun. So yeah, I guess it's good. Thank you very much for watching my little playthrough. We'll let the credits play to the end just to say our thanks to everyone that made the game. And I will see you next time. Till then, good night. Adios.